Hello, welcome back to CunningCents. I'm going to talk about the GPU miner that came out for Raptorium last week. It's pretty exciting that it came out. Futures testnet is live as well, so the price is going up again, which is just great news. It's getting listed on more exchanges as well, which is all great. I like seeing natural organic growth, so hopefully that keeps happening and everybody that's been mining Raptorium for a while makes some money. And if you're just getting into it, I think there's still plenty of opportunity left. Because, I mean, you can't even really do anything on Raptorium yet. When Futures comes out, it'll have some functionality, and hopefully eventually they'll get everything else put together and it'll keep becoming more useful. But the GPU miners, while you're here. So let's go ahead and talk about that. So as you can see, that's still in beta. It's had a number of different versions come out, but the official release, where he actually got it working on everything, was about a week ago, which is the one that's out now. That's the one that's actually effective in mining all the algorithms. Before it was skipping algorithms, not working right, but he's managed to get it working in all the algorithms now. AMD cards apparently work better than NVIDIA cards as far as hashing power goes. The main problem is that it uses the Ghostwriter algorithm, which is optimized to use CPU, is supposed to be ASIC resistant and GPU resistant. So the devs didn't plan on putting out a GPU miner. This is a community project, and I understand why. Scalability, I don't know about easier, but it takes up less space, and if you have spare GPUs laying around, it makes more sense to spin up a GPU mining rig if you really want to throw it into the Raptorium pools instead of purchasing a bunch of CPUs. Now, is it worth it? Not right now. But I was looking at everybody else's hashing power from the much better CPUs, but I'm going to compare my 1060 to my old Intels. I won't have the numbers for the video, but I will post what my GPU does compared to my CPUs. Now, for this computer, I only have the 1060 going. So, it's a 6 gig 1060. I'll toss it up there so you can see its profitability, and I'll compare it to probably just unmineable or something. That's another low profitability deal, just so we can see which one's more profitable. But I'll put that on in the comments down below. But all in all, from the numbers I've been seeing, it's just not worth it. But power consumption alone, you aren't really, I mean, you might be breaking even, but it's not by much. But again, this is in the infancy, it's beta, so if you want to help the dev, give the dev more information, test some things out, feel free. I'm not telling you not to. There's no reason not to if you want to. If you're just in it for profits, though, it's not the most profitable. But it is working, it is effective. I will show you how to set it up and get it going here in just a moment. As long as CPU mining, or the Ghostwriter algorithm optimizes CPUs, unless they can make a lot of changes for level 2 and 3 cache and random access memories for the GPU. I don't think the GPU mining is going to take over CPU mining. I mean, I'm not an expert in mining, but I don't see it happening. Plus, either way, I'll go ahead and show you how to set up the GPU miner just for anyone's curious. So I'll put this link in the description. This is just a link straight to his beta version here. You download this and extract it with 7-zip. And this is what you get. Just the wild rig here. There's a bunch of different stuff in here, so wild rig has to be working on a bunch of different algorithms. But the README doesn't really have a lot of information in it. Guess you could go there. I didn't go to either one. But Start Raptorium's right here. So I was making a mistake in trying to run it as administrator there for a minute. and it just errors out. But the second you run it as a non-administrator, it starts going. So as you can see, if you start it in non-administrator, it just churns away, and we're hitting some blocks, and we're getting some accepted, and it clearly identified my GPU as the 1066 gig. But it's churning and burning. I mean, I don't know how much hash power I'll actually have compared to the CPUs, but we will get into that. But to make it work, it's much like every other config. You just right click on it, edit, put in the pool you want. I'm a big R pool fan, and then put in the address you want. I've got it going to a different address, and I named it sad GPU because, well, I'm sad I only have a 6 gig in this machine. But outside of that, it starts working, and I'll let you know how the hash power is by the time this video comes out. But that's pretty much it as far as actually setting up the CPU miner itself, or the GPU miner. If you're here for the CPU miner, I'll leave a link up above. But the GPU miner is this. It's not very difficult to set up or get going. I don't think the hash power will be very high, but with everything going on right now, it's a good time for them to get the scalability going, and I think adding GPU mining as a possibility for people if they want to do that is great. Again, I think scalability alone will make it better. It's just easier to set up a GPU mining rig than having a bunch of motherboards and processors laying around, as far as space is concerned anyway. But that's pretty much it for the GPU miner. Hopefully the futures goes well. The futures testnet, that's live now, and when that comes out, we'll get some added functionality to the ecosystem, and everything will keep going. I'm excited. I think that there's a future on this project, and I think adding the Ghost Rider algorithm makes it unique. I'm super amped about it. I can't wait to see where the project goes in the next couple years. Hopefully we all make some money. But thanks for watching another CunningCents episode. Y'all have a great day.